Hello, this is not a spring chick.
And this is BS the Bull with Oldecam.
And sometimes there is so much news that, well...
Yeah, actually, we are moving towards a 20-minute. Eventually, we're going to do this live, folks, and you'll be able to catch us doing this act from our palatial place that we're going to be getting from the bailout money, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and remember, if you have not filed your business plan to get the bailout money, go to your local grade school, have a grade school student fill out the business plan and do your graphs and send it into Obama's transition office to get your bailout money.
Newsweek draws fire on gay marriage.
Yeah, they're trying to point out how hypocritical people that believe in religion are. Basically, it was the people like Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh are hypocrites, and that church leaders are hypocrites. And basically, Newsweek is basically losing its advertiser base, and they figure that this will finish them off. Newsweek is going to die with attacking it. They just didn't attack one church; they attacked all organized religion. And remember, Obama is some religion. We know that. And he's very strong in whatever religion that he is.
Well, that part also kind of confuses me, because since he went to a Christian church, and then you'd heard he was raised Muslim, and then his mother was an atheist, you thought because as an adult he went to the Christian church that he would celebrate Christian holidays.
He went to the Christian church because it was politically expedient to go to the Christian church. But he doesn't believe in Christmas trees, so axe that out at the White House. Unless they said the three wise men called Pelosi, Reed, and donors, campaign donors, talk to him one Christmas Eve and show him the light. Christmas should not be taken from the White House.
Oh, we'll have to do the Christmas past, present, and future.
Yeah.
Okay. North Korea nuke talks focus on verifying past activity.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. They got a new president. They know they can roll him.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he can talk to these people.
Israel reopens crossings with Gaza to aid and fuel. Oh.
It's just a joke. I mean, they'll close it, 10 seconds after it's open. They just do that because they want to, the world is pissed off at them okay, it's all right to starve and kill Israelis, but don't starve and kill Muslims.
Well, that's why Pakistan calls for peace with India.
Yeah, at the same time they're refusing to turn over people involved in the massacre.
Most ex-Simpson defendants face probation.
Yeah, isn't that amazing that they're going to get, because they basically did what they wanted to do, for the state. So now the state's going to kick them all out. Isn't that amazing?
Kick them all out of what?
They're basically probation. They're not going to serve any time other than the time they've already served. They're the ones that did the crime. Simpson was basically there to
Does anything sound like a setup?
Yeah.
Yeah, even though the police said, oh, why don't you just go get it yourself?
And even though the FBI flat out said that the tapes, everything had been tampered with, everything. So.
Supreme Court. See, you get to find out news from us that you don't hear typically all the other places.
Oh, you mean, okay, you won't hear it on Fox, and you won't hear it on NBC or any of the others, because in reality, we have a dog that's our chairperson, and she is the only fair and balanced news director in the business.
Supreme Court turns down a lawsuit that claims Barack Obama is ineligible to be president.
Technically, okay.
Actually,
there is this thought that, according that his mother was not in the United States at the time of his birth, and the trick is, it's basically the Constitution was never really corrected. You mean, as the Constitution is written, you have to be born in this country. Physically, you just can't be born somewhere else.
Born somewhere else of an American mother.
That's right, but they're technically, Congress corrected the situation years ago, but they didn't correct it constitutionally. They just passed a law, which means the Constitution is one thing, a congressional law is another. The congressional law cannot eliminate things in the Constitution, only an amendment can. And when they rewrote an amendment, they didn't undo the previous requirements. So
he's really good on research.
Yeah, I actually read this stuff.
Asian markets mixed as caution tempers hope.
Yeah, well, they can't understand why on ungodly bad news. I mean, okay, 3M's going down the drain, Motorola's going down the drain, Time Warner's in trouble. Sprint is down to like $2 a share. But the stock market is going up like you cannot believe in this country.
Like, doesn't that make you scratch your head?
Called an inversion program, where all the companies that should be going up look like they're going down. We're talking yesterday, I was watching this, companies that were declaring dividends. They actually made money, their stock collapsed. Companies
that doesn't make sense,
a company, like a company that they're going to shut off 11% of its workforce, its stock rose by like $1.50 a share.
Oil steady below $44 as investors eye OPEC cuts.
Yeah, well, yeah, they actually went down again because they can cut it to nothing. It doesn't make any difference because nobody is going anywhere, and they know that under the energy czar, you're going to have, which is Al Gore, you're going to have. Actually, we predicted months ago.
For Al Gore.
We did tell everybody that he was going to do that, but they're going to be stuck in cars that can't get you, actually they can get you from here to Disneyland if you're 20 miles away from it and back again.
Hey,
that would be it.
We could talk about MBM predictions with the energy czar.
Yeah.
Well, we could. We've gone to so many green things.
I know.
Okay, well, that's another topic for discussion. Fed's laud conversation deal with private entities. What?
I know. But I know, that's a really good one.
Bad economy. I know, it even makes you laugh. Bad economy helping web scammers recruit mules. What in the world is that?
Okay, basically, that's people that will commit a crime for me, like people that are carrying illegal merchandise into the country. I mean, like the old thing. I mean, back in an early example would be Lucy bringing in a cheese into the country. She'd have been.
Ooh, that's a bad one. You brought in cheese.
Yeah.
Well, that's at the airport where they ask you if you've been left your bags unattended.
Yeah, that's right. And then our Married with Children, when Marcy and Jefferson brought in a whole suitcase full of objects of pleasure, and obviously they'd left their bag unattended, and somebody else had put them in there.
Oh, of course. Laptop searches at border might get restricted.
Don't bet on it, because they're gonna don't take your laptop out of this country anymore.
China irks U.S. with computer security review rules.
Yeah, maybe they don't have any.
Waters off the West Coast actually cooling, not getting warmer, part of a natural cycle. If cooler, pushes global warming if it gets warmer.
That's right. Okay, and all you got to do is watch public broadcasting, Discovery Channel, Learning Channel, the History Channel, and you'll see that what we're in is part of a natural occurring event. But George Bush is responsible for it. Actually, George Bush, I understand he was responsible for the causing of World War I and World War II yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, youthfulness and American obsession at what cost? Does that surprise anybody?
No. People want, okay.
Especially here in LA. You should see all the billboards we have.
Okay, look at this. This doesn't cost a lot of money. It does cost
Thanks.
This is usefulness. I mean,
I know, but see, mine is
natural.
Mine is natural. Mine was not.
Basically,
mine has not been surgically enhanced.
No, otherwise, okay. Basically,
or what did Philip?
Yeah, collagen. Basically,
or injections.
We have had okay, let's put it this way: if she'd have had a chest job, she could have been the 55th playmate.
I know.
That's a bad thing. Yeah, that's all. That was what removed her from the top tier, was no chest job. So they did list her as an attractive nerd. So.
Obama hopes to avoid Clinton health care missteps.
Okay, he's asking the people what the people want. But, he's only going to get what Pelosi and Reid wants. That's how it's going to be, which is socialized medicine, which is failed in every country in the world.
I know.
People come to this country to get medical treatment.
At least they're not worse than last year's.